All right, so let's start with your name, your role in the show, and how many shows you've done with CCB.
My name is Lauren Amrine. In this show, Alice in Wonderland, I'm going to be the White Rabbit and also a Rose. This is my third show with Charm City Ballet after doing two Christmas carols.
And outside of dance, what do you do for work? What's your job?
I work as an evaluator for the Army. We test vehicles prior to vehicles getting sent overseas, and I take a look at those specifically when we blow them up to see whether they worked or not.
Nice. So are you looking like firsthand at the vehicles themselves, or are you doing evaluate like post experiment evaluation?
So I am now evaluating post after the shot, but I still get to see the shots. So I still get to watch it get blown up. But yeah, afterwards I'm kind of saying, okay, what happened when it got blown up? Did it do what it was supposed to?
Got it. Got it. So back to dance. What is one thing, and it can be technical or performance related, that you still work on and have to remind yourself of regularly?
Um, okay, I have two really big things right now that I'm working on. Um, my arms and my hands can get a little stiff from holding a lot of tension in them. So I'm working on relaxing and shaping those a little bit better. And then also my legs, I don't really have I'm not definitely not hyperextended in my legs, but they sometimes I feel like they look bent. So I'm constantly trying to remember that they need to stay all the way straight.
All right, point shoes. What make model do you wear? Do you have any specific ways that you like to sew them, or tie them, or anything like that?
I wear Russian points and Trada Pros if I can get my hands on them. Sometimes they can be a little hard to get hands on. I tend to prefer the V cut instead of the U cut with the drawstring. I think that looks a little bit better on my foot because of the way my foot is shaped. Something that is a little different, I always like to double cross my elastics. I feel like a lot of people just like to use a single elastic, but I always have two. And then the other thing that I like is ribbons that have little pieces of elastic in the middle. So I can put them behind the back of my ankle to get a little bit extra support and stretch back there.
Got it. And now, do I remember correctly that those are the shoes that you've tried some others and
Yes.
not so much into them?
I feel like I go to stores and I feel like I try on like every shoe that they have and just I always come back to these ones. Um,
Hmm.
just they're like the ones that I like the best. I've worn them since probably 16 or 17 years old.
Nice. Nice. All right. Tell us one thing that you either learned or learned about yourself during the pandemic.
Um, okay. So I was still living with my parents when the pandemic started. And I was already kind of getting ready to move out. I bought a condo and moved out into my condo like summer of 2020. So I bought right in the middle of the pandemic. So I think probably the biggest thing I've learned throughout the pandemic is that, you know, I am capable of keeping myself together and taking care of everything. Because I think prior to that, I was a little nervous too, since I'd been living at home saving money. I don't know. Why
Yeah,
are you
that's no,
leaving me
that's a
alone
big
now?
deal. Yeah. All right. Let's do a few favorites. So, favorite food,
Pizza.
and that's one of my favorites too.
I love
Um, favorite color,
pink.
favorite time of
Classic
day.
ballerina.
Yes, yes. Favorite time of day.
Nap time.
That's a good one too. That's a
I
good one.
I did when I was in kindergarten. We still had half day kindergarten, and I was at daycare. But like once you get to like kindergarten and you're going to school, you were at like in like the big kids room with everybody. And I would go to kindergarten AM and come back and nap on the couch while all the other kids were like doing whatever. But I needed my nap.
Nice, nice. I definitely feel that. Favorite book or book series?
Oh, I don't know. That's a rough one. I think probably the series that means the most to me overall is it's called the first book is called A Court of Thorns and Roses. It's by Sarah J. Maas, and it was just when I read it at the time that I read it, it was really impactful and influential to me for where I was at the time.
Nice. And last thing, favorite thing to do outside of dance? You know, like favorite fun thing to do.
I like to play Pokemon. So it's what I've been playing it a lot, especially because I've been hiding away the last few weeks. I've been like picking up all kinds of Pokemon games that I haven't played in a while. A new trailer came out for the new game today too.
Nice, nice. What platforms?
Um, the ones that I've been playing right now have all been on the Switch and the 3DS, but I have, you know, everything through the DS games. I don't have any a Game Boy Advance anymore, so I can't play any of those old ones, but
Right, right. All right, cool. Well, Lauren, thanks so much for taking the time to chat with us today.
thank you for having me. I had a good time.